I'll clean this up later. So, hello everyone. I want to do something new. So, for as much as I play Save the World, and talk about it, I don't post much about this game. Because quite frankly, I don't think it's that interesting of a game to watch. Unless you're going for something very specific, like trying out a build, reviewing a weapon, trying out a new defense strat. That kind of stuff. Just casual gameplay of Save the World, especially by one's lone son, isn't that exciting. It's not that entertaining. But I wanna do something in a different format where I use this really as just background. And because I don't have editing software, that's why I have to mute the audio. So, I am on a mission. So, compared to most people, I am a new player in Save the World. Straight up. I've had Can I check from here? No, I can't check from here. But I have about 230 days played in Save the World. Save the World has been out for 2 years now. Fortnite's 2 years old. Save the World came before BR. Whenever I say Fortnite, I'm describing Save the World. If I'm talking about BR, I'll specifically say Fortnite Battle Royale, or BR. So, compared to most Fortnite players, I'm new. And why is that relevant to absolutely anything? Well, it's because in the short, I'll put that in quotations, short amount of time that I've been playing this game, there is a very big problem. Humongous problem with this game. It hasn't really went anywhere. Now, a lot of people will tell you that BR came in, Fortnite Battle Royale came in and just stole the spotlight. It took Save the World's thunder. It gave it the name Save the World, because before it was just Fortnite, obviously, because there was no other iteration of it. Now it's Fortnite Save the World. You know, player versus player, fun for the masses. This stuff will happen. I agree to a certain extent, but I also disagree in the notion that it's all Battle Royale's fault that Save the World doesn't get love. Now, if you look up on YouTube, Fortnite Save the World, I don't know exactly what you're gonna get, but I know what the most popular videos on this game are evil. It's the only way I can put it. This game has been advertised by social media, YouTube, and the masses as not what it is. If you go on YouTube to look up Fortnite Save the World, you likely won't find videos regarding actual gameplay covering the story, how to most efficiently do things, because the most popular videos on this game is something called Scammer Gets Scammed. What the hell is Scammer Gets Scammed? That sounds interesting. It sounds weird. So, Scammer Gets Scammed, the idea of it is there is a trading scene on this game. And Scammer Gets Scammed are YouTubers who post videos of them doing trades with children. You know, games have trading systems, not unheard of. And they expose the kids trying to finagle people. Haha, got him. Scammed the scammer. Did the good thing. You know, highlighting bad people. Except there's something that's very obvious. These videos are horrendously faked. They are the most popular videos on the game, and Save the World, plain and simple, is not a trading game. Epic has shown disdain for trading. There's a reason why this game doesn't have a trading hub, or any system to benefit trading. But for some reason, trading is still the most popular thing on this game, despite Epic not doing anything to encourage this, but at the same time not doing anything to discourage this. Now, here is the biggest issue with this trading, and why I believe Fortnite has never gone anywhere. This trading scene has corrupted the player base, and taught them to not play the game, but instead it's encouraged very, very bad behavior for life in general, and obviously the game most, like, first and foremost. What I mean by this is that the way this game works is it's a grinding game. I describe this game as Warframe for children. You're going to be doing the same thing over and over and over and over and over, but you're going to be getting stronger while you do it, and you'll be getting access to more weapons and heroes as you do it, or as you progress through it, leading you to have more fun. Now, in the process of that, you're going to be learning the systems of the game, how survivors work, what weapons I should go for, how unique systems in play in this game work, like survivor squads, defenders, schematics, perking your weapons, hero loadout synergies. All of this you'll be learning in the process. What Scammer Gets Scammed has done is people who have reached the end of this game in the 2 years that it's been out. I don't know how this all started because, as I said, I'm still a new, put that in quotations, new player to Fortnite. People who reached the end of this game thought it would be a really smart idea to drop low-level people who just got the game the best stuff in the game. Imagine you're a new player and immediately you're given the best items in the game. You don't know what to do. So then, the high-level player, who you imagine is good because they're a high level, they must know what they're doing, right? They must be good at the game, tells you, here, take this, go trade to get more stuff. What does this make the game seem to be? It makes the game look like a card trading game, where the main purpose of this game is to work your way through the trading scene to get more 130 guns, 130 guns being the highest level weaponry in the game. So the best weapons in the game being 130. That becomes people's main mission. That becomes their goal, their objective. And with how divided this game is in terms of missions and whatnot, there's a lot of problems that start cropping up. Here's the biggest one. As an endgame player who reached the end of this game in 3 months, where many people have still been stuck in the first area called Stonewood for 2 years, I've seen something. This really weird issue. There are people in endgame content that requires you... Here's a brief overview of how leveling and missions work. You cannot access missions if you're not the correct power level, for the most part. So, people have made it to the end of the game, but they're playing in the end of the game and endgame content, and it looks like they've never even passed the tutorial. How is this possible? You end up failing missions, you're expecting the best of the best to be here. But no, everyone here is a clueless 2 IQ diaper baby. How is this possible? Because this is what's going on. People think it's a good idea to give new players, newbies, newcomers, whatever you want to call them, the best items in the game, rather than teaching them about the game. And that's cool and all, right? You give them the best stuff in the game, they're for the most part blazing through the husks. Husks are what the enemies in this game are called. I call them husks because that's their name, but most people call them zombies. They're destroying the husks, the mist monsters, they're blazing through the missions in the game. They're skipping the quest because they don't need to do the quest, you can just skip that in the game, don't know why. But then they reach the end of the game, and they're in a rut. They're stuck. Effed and straight out of luck because now the best items in the game aren't working anymore. Now they need to pull out their brains. Except they have no knowledge. And then, what happens? They're likely getting pissed off because most of these people that end up getting into this are manipulative small children. They're getting pissed off. They're saying bad things about this garbage game. Garbage is how they would describe it. And then, the cycle repeats, leading this game nowhere. I can safely say, without looking up any sort of statistics, probably 70% of this game's player base is still in the starter area called Stonewood. How could that be possible? Because that is how the game is advertised on YouTube and the medias. And instead of showcasing education, What ends up happening is the masses continue doing their bottish, drone-like behavior and trading for their 130 guns that they don't need. These kids don't know about power scaling. They don't know how to be self-sufficient. They don't know how to do anything on their own because they're used to everyone doing things for them. On Fortnite, there's probably more charity going on than in actual charity funds like St. Jude. There's more free stuff being given out here. There's more people asking for free stuff out here that definitely are not worthy of said free stuff. So, I've taken it on my own to launch an initiative where I try to save the world. Fortnite Save the World. Single-handedly, dolo. I do have a friend with me, which kinda, makes that last sentence obsolete. But for the most part, this is a one-man mission. Now, I know I'm going to run into a lot of failure. A lot of times I join these parties that are asking for two things: carries or to trade guns. Both of these I will answer so long as I can see that they have a microphone and what power level they are. Now, power level and all that, I don't want to get into it. I'll get into that another time. I join these parties. It's children. 99% of the time. Let me fix that. 95% of the time. They don't want to hear what I'm trying to say. I have a pattern at this point. Like how teachers have a lesson plan? I kind of have that going into these posts. I basically repeat the same things I say to everyone, but tailor it to what I see the person is having a hard time with, if they're willing to listen. Now, if they're not willing to listen, because they're young manipulative children who have unfortunately been brainwashed, I will be cussed out, and I will be kicked out of the party, and probably blocked, and never run into that person again. And that kid is now unfortunately too far gone to be saved. Can't deny the rhythm. I tried. I've been doing this for a couple days now. Now, before I used to do it every now and then. Me and my boy would look for looking for group posts, because it's a fun pastime. We're entertaining people for the most part. We can make the fun out of something that would be boring. However, now I really want to launch this and make this go somewhere. So anytime I end up having a session with someone, I don't know what happens when we're done. I basically shut down what they originally wanted, which is usually to trade or to carry them through their SSD. And it usually goes in a pattern of this. Hey there, you got a mic? Hey, so, you're asking for XXX. What power level are you? So why are you doing XXX at this power level? Huh, okay. So how about instead of people, carrying you through these things, would you like to learn more about the game so you could be self-sufficient and never have to ask people for things again? Something along those lines. It will differ. And I'd like to be able to eventually get to record these sessions so you can see how they go, because it's a lot easier for me to describe it when I'm actually doing this real time, rather than trying to tell a story. I'm not exactly the best storyteller. So, I decided to record this and post this as a way for me to kind of chronicle progress. Now, so far in the 2 days that I've been doing this, there has been some modicum of success. But as said, I don't know what happens when I leave these parties. Hell, nothing could change for all I know. But I have faith. I am a very, very hopeful person. If someone makes a looking for group post saying, "Father just passed away, and I need $10 worth of V-Bucks for some reason," I'm going into that party expecting a poor young man who is in a very bad place, but he needs his $10. I won't provide, but I'll support. Know what I'm saying? So yes, I'll close this off here. I don't know what I'll title this, but we'll get to all that stuff at some point. I'm not going to give up on this mission, although I will be tempted to, and have been tempted to, even though I've barely even started. My boy put it, you can't save the world overnight, and that's what a lot of these people seem to do, because whenever they get stuck, they think the next course of action is to get the best stuff in the game. And you only see that in Fortnite. It doesn't make any type of sense. But that's why I'm here. I'm going to try to clean this up. And I want to save the world. I need other people to help me if I'm really going to take this anywhere. But hey, I ain't going to give up. One-man army, lone wolf. I'm used to that kind of lifestyle. So, I'm going to close this one out. Peace and love. Happy holidays. Whew. Pray for save, man. Less trading, more freaking playing.